I was a little delayed in that, but I don't know. Sven has been the first pick like a couple times, but he's been the second pick a lot. Feels like even though that Sven is been first ban a couple times, he's still not like that heavy duty first pick prioritized hero.
I think Elephant are one of the only teams that we've seen do it though. I think they did it when they played against Vici, I think, in the upper bracket second round. I'm pretty sure. And they weren't afraid to just first pick the Sven. The other thing I think to look at here, is the Rubik. I was going to say, I say it every day at the moment. These teams seem to love first picking this Rubik right now.
Yeah, they really do. They just go and pick Rubik a lot. I think he's he's the support Sven. Well, pick amount wise, not two-shot your enemies at 15 minutes into the game.
But it's funny as well because as much as this hero's first picked, it's hardly ever going to get first phase banned. Like you don't really
found
ban
itself
Rubik.
Getting banned a few times in the first phase, but yeah, you're not wrong. I think it still doesn't find itself getting first phase banned at all. They go Sardar on Elephant and then Leshrac on EHOME. Obviously EHOME yesterday played Leshrac, I think at least once. And they ended up going Wisp, Leshrac, Troll. So
I like how they instantly ban out. As soon as that Lesh comes out, they instantly ban out that enabling support hero of the Omni Knight on Elephant. They're like, hell no. You ain't getting this Omni Lesh. Like, the only one I can think of that's still in the pool because Wisp is banned is Oracle or something as well. It's pretty good.
I wonder if they just go straight 5 position bans on Elephant.
Potentially. I like the aspect picking to Rubik, though. We've seen this a lot, and I also think Fade, they first picked his hero nearly all the time in the sense that he's played Rubik. So they're like, we'll just pick you a different hero that we know you can play. Good against Rubik. Makes sense. They have good gank potential mid now, because I'm assuming that's where the Lesh will go. I think we've only seen EHOME play Lesh mid.
So, interesting stat. I'll wait on it. It's got to marinate for a second, because it's not technically true yet. So I'm going to wait on it. There will be a moment where it becomes true.
Is it shocking?
No. Just cool.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. Invoker band. We haven't seen a lot of that Invoker. I think it's a fun mid to watch, that's for sure. I enjoy it.
It's like Rubik in the sense that it can do so many different things, like with its spell casting in the game, so it's always going to be fun to watch. I'm interested to see what core they pick with the Slardar. We've seen things like Death Prophet, we've seen PA, we've seen Sven, we've seen all these physical damage cores, which would be interesting. I think the Slardar's okay against Lesh in general, because you have that. Lesh isn't a particularly tanky hero for armor, so you have ways of bursting him down when you get the Corrosive Haze on him, which is why it's really important you pick that support hero that works well with him. And I can still see the Oracle coming out for EHOME.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see that support. I do think it would be quite nice to have. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Death Prophet. Oh, yeah. It was about Death Prophet. Only picked once.
Yeah.
We were seeing that hero a lot. And there's the Sven. It has secured the stat that I had in my head. Rubik is now the most picked hero in the tournament.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. 1 game over Sven. So if Sven had gotten picked, they would have been the same. But everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe we see Sven every day. Well, it's time to start complaining about Rubik.
Rubik does fly under the radar for its absolute bullshittery. I'll tell you that much.
The fact that it gets picked all the time.
Arcane Supremacy is such a stupid skill. Someone posted a Twitter conversation on this recently, and we were they were having the conversation that Rubik's never a bad hero. So you can just first phase it, and it's always going to be good. It doesn't matter about its spells and things that it can always steal. This lift is always crazy because of how long it lasts, and it's instant initiation. You have Wave Cliff and Fade Bolt, which helps you farm. It's a strong laner.
Well,
ridiculous.
What sounds more, and I'll use your word, bullshittery? Dispelling on a stun.
Oh yeah. Don't try and compare it to Sven.
I was gonna say stealing a silence and making it 9 seconds.
Yeah. Still global, that's the fun one. Because Silencer has to really mess up.
I was about to say, and there's the possibility, but Drow and Rubik end up being on the same team. I was like, oh, just as I'm talking about that potential to silence for ever, you know?
I could. Well, okay, so what do they pair with the Venge, though? Obviously, it's a good hero in the sense that it can save the Leshrac, which is really good. The Minus Armor's good with Edict and things, but I feel like this is like a TB, a potential possibility here. Because I could see them wanting to like set up for this high armor hero, like the Morphling or the TB against the Slardar, but now they're playing against Drow. So with the marksmanship procs being able to go through the high armor, maybe that hero loses value. But I think TB still looks okay here.
DOTA. Gotta say it every time there's Avenge.
I think I prefer the TB.
Just DOTA. I'm still waiting for our sniper game to come out that I'm expecting just one of these games.
That hero feels awful to play at the moment, I think. It's not, like, horrendous, but it has to be a very specific game for it.
Yeah, and we've seen that from the Chinese teams here and there the last few events.
I think it's
not
only
specifically
XM.
OGA, but... Ooh.
It's only XM that plays it right. And this is going to be my next point I made. Instead of picking Sniper, I think Arc Warden is that hero that's annoying in the backline to deal with and everything that people just prefer to play at the moment. And I knew as soon as they were going to pick, like, when I was thinking of heroes that go with the Venge, Arc Warden was one of them. We've talked about it a lot this tournament. But I knew if they were going to pick Arc Warden, Elephant would instantly go for this Storm. It's something they're very happy with. They have that backline, like, gap close ability now with the Storm, which is great for them. So maybe it doesn't lane amazing against the Lesher. I think it does okay. Like high armor to work with. You can just go back to jungle if you really need to.
No, never mind. I was going to say, what if they put this Leshrac somewhere else and threw the Arc Warden mid, but it's going to be Leshrac mid, Arc Warden safe lane, still needing an off laner for EHOME. I'm going to try and predict the right offlaner here.
They need something that threatens Storm's game. Because at the moment, he literally doesn't care about any of these heroes, apart from maybe Earth Spirit. That's like the only hero. So they need some like click stun hero kind of thing, right?
Do they go back to the off lane? Actually, no, that's Elephant who was going to do that. The off lane silencer. I was looking at the wrong team when I was looking for an off laner.
No. They need.
But they've already got the Slardar.
Yeah, they need a hero that builds utility items. I think like the Solar Crest, etc. That has a stun available. Like something like Night Stalker. Yeah, that would have been fine as well. It's the same thing, right, with the AoE silence. Just threatens the Storm's game.
Would it be worth? No, Centaur. I don't think worries the Sven at all.
It's a hard lane against Drow as well. The Centaur.
Yeah, I don't think Axe really does much. But yeah, Beastmaster would have been.
Yeah.
Do they go Batrider? That's tough, right?
Well, who's picking first? I think it's Elephant, right? Yeah. So they're yet to pick their 5 hero. Mm-hmm. So if it's something that isn't great against Bat, they could.
Yeah, I think if you want to protect yourself against the Bat, you go Oracle, but.
I think these melee heroes have been something that Elephant prefer to play, but like the ET Clock are banned now.
Is it Crystal Maiden's time to shine?
No. I think CM's good as a 5 when you know you're offlaner. Like these melee heroes that you can just frostbite and things. Like make the lane really difficult for.
Ooh.
Okay.
Are they going to bump the Rubik 5, make the Slardar 4, and go offlane Nature's Prophet, or are they going to go 5 Prophet?
I think it's more likely to be 5 Prophet, but they can swap it around depending. 5 Storm.
Yeah. All right.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
I think you have to give FY Rubik, right? Maybe they play the Slardar as a 5. It'll either be the Slardar or the Prophet as a 5 and the other one as the 3, I think. Where do they go?
Batrider still works here, right?
Yeah, it's okay. But I think they prefer a hero that just goes in. And like Batrider's that kind of hero, but he doesn't offer that like damage soak in the same sense. I think you want somebody that sits there for the Arc Warden as well.
Tidehunter. Let us get our first Tidehunter game.
I still like Sand King. I think that hero is really fun, but it's not great this game.
What about offlane DK?
Tell me if something gets picked. Maybe like Legion.
Not a lot of confidence in that suggestion.
I just ignored it. Underlord, maybe? I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I really hope they go Tide now.
Puck, okay.
That threatens the Storms game a lot.
Yeah, Silence, Lockdown. And they do go to the offlane, Nature's Prophet, and they bump the Slardar to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think the Slardar 5 goes up in value because they have a Drow in their lane. So it's like Slardar Drow. Like we said, these melee heroes that can be the frontliner for the Drow. And I think Slardar as a hero, as a 5, actually does okay. Like it's not going to have the same farm priority, right? Where it's going to get this blink at a decent timing and it runs around the map, but it still offers that map threat all the time. You can go like 4-1-1 if you want to and max the sprint and just run at people. Like as soon as you get that level 6, the Corrosive Haze, you can still roast really quickly, even if it's a 5 Slardar. I think Crush is a really great skill as well. It's such like a high value ability. So even if you're playing 5 Slardar, you can still just get in the fight.
I guess they also don't need him to have a blink.
They kind of do.
Do they, though? Because you've got
really
Bolt Lightning into Vortex with a TP in from the Nature's Prophet.
Right.
Well, yeah, I guess you know what? You're right, too. It doesn't need to be quick. Like, I was thinking, since it doesn't need to be quick, you can go to something else. But I also agree with you where, since it doesn't need to be quick, like, he could still go for it, but they don't really need it.
Yeah, I think he'll go for, like, double brace or something, and then, like, into blink, that kind of thing. I think you go Tranquils as well on that hero. Because you just go zoom with the extra movement speed. I don't know. I don't mind both teams' lineups. I think EHOME are a little bit squishy in the sense that I think it looks like an okay Storm game. And they have ways of dealing with this last pick puck. Like they have the Rubik with an instant lift, for example. They've got this Storm which can zip and they've got Gust, which makes Puck's game a little bit difficult sometimes.
I love this part.
Oh, look at that. They're just tipping Chalice.
What a surprise.
I've got a question for you.
Right, hit me.
This is gonna be a knowledge question. It's not Dota related, but you said they want to go zoom.
Yeah.
For $1 million, which brand's tagline was zoom?
Oh God. Is it the same one that did Vavavoom?
No.
Somnus is all chatting puck, question mark. Like, Chalice, do you even play this hero?
30 seconds to battle.
Production, I'll give you a
that.
chance as well, if you know what it is.
Oh, I really wish I knew what they were saying. This is like the old LGD crew. It's like Somnus and FY versus Chalice and X-Nova. This is so cute. Right, nice, there's a pause. I can go and Google Translate. Hang on.
Just making sure that my answer was right. Or my answer to that question is right. I want to see if chat knows it too.
He said, I want to see you show off on Nature's Prophet before Chalice replied.
What about this? What is he saying right now?
What? You might wish to retract your last word.
I typed in what Somnus said, and it apparently just means empty P. And I just... What does that mean?
Massive ping, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Or empty pause? I don't know.
Like P-E-E-P.
Oh. Okay. By the way, the answer to that question was Mazda.
Oh, I had no idea.
Might have only been a US advert. I don't know if production would have gotten that one either.
Yeah, sorry I didn't answer your question. I kind of got really excited about the all chat.
Yeah, we're becoming NA Dota.
Look at this body block top lane as well.
What would be the
Easy.
equivalent to what's going on in NA right now here in China? If Energy Pacemaker just came back and was just like,
Oh, nobody can match the craziness of NA, I don't think.
yeah, there's some kayfabe happening in NA Dota right now, which is ridiculous.
Out of your mind.
All we need is Jim Ross, well, JR in our lives. By the way, these trees over here in the bottom lane right now, I almost was like, did they make a change to the map? Like, I kind of like this. I kind of like if that existed.
Actually, it's just an air roll that went wrong. Yeah.
But I would love for that to exist, you know? A little secret hidey hole.
Like, maybe we could put a shop there. Make it a secret.
No. Secret shop's not even secret. But yet, every time you spot the guy, he's like, oh, you
Fate?
found me. It's like, yeah, we found you. You're on the map, dude.
Well, it would be a secret shop if they didn't put it in the patch notes.
Yeah. And then just didn't put him on the map or something. You can only buy Divine Rapier from there.
Yeah.
It's the most unnecessary shop ever. Man, Storm is already 10-2. Somnus is dominating.
He's doing really well. I mean, across the board, like, look at bot lane CS for EHOME as well. Like, they're yet to land a CS on the puck.
You think that's why they were talking in the all chat?
Hang on, they have 3, 9, 17, 19 denies between them on Elephant in the first 2 minutes of the game. That's ridiculous. It's a 1k lead already.
Really is. Oh my god. Ooh. A lot of damage on a red panda.
He has no orb on puck either. I think Charles
Hey,
is
he already
dead.
used it. He might just be dead. Once the shot comes in, blocked pretty much by Fade. Fade might die here. Red Panda, though, doesn't have the Bash of the Deep. It won't matter. He'll get first blood. Jaunt over. And Chalice, he might just die too. He will.
Oh, they kill the Slardar, but they don't get any XP. Oh, I bet.
Does not
Yeah,
feel good.
that really doesn't feel good. That's yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, I'm very proud of chat. They all got it right.
Oh, mid lane. Somnus is gone.
Wow.
Strike down.
And he was having an amazing lane. We saw this yesterday.
Yeah.
That was with Ori, who was having an amazing time.
That's a
And it
really
was on
good
the same hero.
Yeah, that's a really good TP in by Fade though on the Earth Spirit. Like he knows his
Yeah.
bot lane isn't going great, so at least he's doing something, right?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, Chalice. Jeez, this Slardar does so much damage with 2 points in Crush. He's level 3 already on the Slardar. What?
Straight blink.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he's got straight wand tangos right now, so a little bit disappointing.
Summonless bottles the haste rune, so that gank mid next time won't be quite as effective.
No, they hope not, because we did see it go this way with Ori yesterday, the exact same way. He has a lead, dies mid, TP's back, dies soon afterwards, and then his lane was pretty much over.
Haste.
Haste
I don't know,
with
this-
the Vortex, okay.
just just threatening, just vibing. The Leshrak's going to hit level 6 first in the mid lane though, so I think Somnus does need to be a little bit careful.
Yeah. How many times have we seen a Leshrac just kind of run under your tower with Pulse Nova going to get a game, get
Exactly.
a kill? How's this off lane going for Nature's Prophet? He's 22 and 17. Look at the amount of denies they have in just their side lane.
Leshrak, hang on. He's found the Fishman.
Yeah, and he's gonna
I'm
get a kill, and Is this really any surprise that Lestrak is moving the second he's, getting close to 6?
He just wanted to play around, get the 2 bounty runes, I think. But I think, yeah, Slardar managed to take one that he went all the way over for. So at least he gets a kill instead. But it now means the Storm's going to hit level 6 at the same time as him. Because, yeah, he made that rotation over. So you're not going to have that mid advantage anymore that you were building up from before. I like that FY's just jungling the small camp at the same time. We saw him do this on Earth Spirit as well, do you remember? Just doing his own thing. They have a 3k lead at 6 minutes into the game. Sure.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, when you have 48 denies on your cores.
I mean,
what's
obviously some of them can be trees in top lane, so like the denies are a little bit skewed, but even so.
Getting the kill Avenge there, that's going to feel really good. And then all of a sudden, Puck's going to die too. X-Nova and Chalice both die. And things are starting to get very favorable for Elephant.
Yeah.
And XM might just be dead. They've got the Vortex that rolls in. FY, though.
Great Sprout.
They've got everything on cooldown. The Sprout's out. They get the kill into XM. They'll look over for Fade. Red Panda doesn't have any bash counters.
Go on, Chalice. Get him! Oh. That's not showing off. I'm really scared to change the net worth. I'm just gonna keep it at CS for a while. Oh, Fade. He went for the snipe.
Is Fade gonna die here? Yeah, they've got telekinesis as well as the Fade Bolt, right? Somnus just has to be careful that he doesn't let himself die before they get the kill, and he won't.
This is so rough. Drow had 31 denies.
That's actually absurd.
Like, you could say, oh, maybe the Nature's Prophet denies are skewed because she can deny, the Nature's Prophet can deny his own trees. But Drow, unfortunately, has no summons. So Drow's actually just owning. But, that's the way it be sometimes. It's a 3k XP lead as well, 4k net worth lead.
I'll switch to net worth. It's bad. It's bad. Don't look. Don't look.
Radiant are scanning.
Don't look.
Dire structures are fortified.
Just save your eyes. Avert your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Don't look at that net worth. Don't look at the fact that Drow is doubling these cores. Wrath of Nature. And here comes Yang. Red Panda coming over as well. He doesn't have a bash.
I don't think that Wrath of Nature was supposed to come to bot lane, but it didn't ever reach it.
A little disappointing, yeah. Because that stun can really hurt. Or that spell? Did I say stun?
I knew what you meant.
That spell can really hurt. I thought I said spell.
Oh,
I don't know. I forget things instantly.
He kept Arcane Ring on Storm instead of Faded Brooch. It's interesting. Who are they giving the brooch to? Ruben. FY just takes it. It's like, hell yeah.
I mean, if you guys are going to leave this here, I guess I'll take it. Somnus coming over, bottling up to full, ball lightning out of the high ground, watching as XM's trying to take this stack. If XM falls here, though, and Storm cleans up the stack, that's going to feel great for him. Gets some of the stack, but he does get the kill on XM, and now they've got the Dream Coil down onto Somnus. Chalice will get the kill, so they do make him pay for his aggression.
I mean, the only reason Storm's able to get that kill is because he has an Arcane Rune, and you're going to see X-Nova's going to come over and D-Ward and be like, how did they know? And it's just because Somnus just knew. He's like, oh, where's the ward?
Wrath of Nature flying in. Alright, I want to look at CS again. I just want to peek. Seems like the denies have slowed down.
But even this Rubik is having a really good game. That's the big problem, right? He has an Optic now instead of a Faded Brooch, which is even better for him.
Well, the fact that, Lestrak going down over mid, Somnus gets the kill. Fade in a little bit of trouble. Yang is just trying to keep up with him, and he'll get the kill on a Fade. So they'll get themselves a second, then finish off X-Nova for a third, and probably the tier 1 mid in a significant amount of trouble.
All right, B Cop. This is not pretty.
And a regen for Somnus. They could just go in on a Chalice if he's not too careful. They've got the Corrosive Haze on him. He's going to try and get a kill here on potentially the Slardar, but they've got the Telekinesis ball landing in. Phase shifts used. And there's the Electric Vortex, so they have the damage. Ball landing back in. The roll misses FY, but the Boulder Smash is there. And he kicks him away, but the Magnetize, that'll finish him off. FY ends up dead.
Somnus is back with the regen,
Not
though.
gonna look good, as Fade will fall, and they might just look to go even further. XM trying to turn this fight around. He's here with SCCC, but it's not really looking too great. And Somnus, again, he's looking to maybe move forward on this.
X never knows they have the on the high
5K
ground.
lead.
They all got chipped by the Wrath of Nature, so he's like, oh, I really need to try and put a sentry down, but
Dire's top tower.
I'm pretty sure he got the Tempest double gold, too.
Dire's structures are
he
fortified.
might have done. X Never's dead.
Over here.
Like you said, X-Nova's
Ooh.
dead. Somnus, though, silenced up, and he's killed off.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, a little bit slow on the retreat there on Somnus. I think he could have got out a little bit quicker, but tried to save his mana and be greedy.
X-Nova tips him. Is my life worth it?
Told you a storm was coming.
I love that they just have this like friendly banter between them from where they play together. It's so nice to see.
You'd assume that they're on good terms for the most part, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Like that.
Dire's
Even
top
though they didn't
tower
like win
is
that
under
TI and
attack.
stuff, the journey they must have had together. You don't get that far unless you have good chemistry.
Fade. Uh-oh, Vortex. It's there, and FY is the one who claims the kill. He's level 8.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Oh
This
dear.
is so much
top tower is under
experience.
Coil? Red Panda's just zipping around. Zoom, zoom. Just dodges every spell.
Zoom, zoom, Mazda. Silence on Slardar, but they've got the Sprout around X-Nova. He's dead once again. Eurus now dominating.
I think he stole Orb. Yeah, oh god. On the Rubik.
Level 4, too.
It's really good. We see much like some max
XM.
silence.
I thought he might be in more trouble. I was expecting FY to be like, all right, I'll orb in.
I like that Chalice is saving for first item Blink as well. He doesn't have a choice. They need the like the initiation, like the actual threatening and kill potential. Because XM has just got his first item and Yule's coming out, but the Arc Warden can't join fights at all. So they can't be greedy like on the other course. They just need to run at them and try and make space because they're so far behind.
Is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
But it's so hard to fight into this elephant lineup.
Well, especially down this much.
Radiant's
But just
middle
also
tower
just the
is
heroes
under
they
attack.
have, like innately are so strong at the start of the game.
Dire's
Like this
top
Slardar
tower
Nature's
is
Prophet,
under
for
attack.
example.
They're gonna come
Dire's
over
top
on
tower
Red
is
Panda, but the Corrosive Haze is put in a chalice. Like, can you still come over on this? We got Corrosive Haze on X-Nova, Magic Missile thrown on Red Panda. Roll in, and ooh, this is not looking good for Fade. Silence up. Multi-shot from Eurus does a lot of damage out of this EHOME side, and they're gonna look to finish this fight. You get a Dream Coil on it too, but it's not gonna matter. XM's dead. Red Panda falls. The Tempest double. That's gonna die as well. Yang dominating. Oh, TP in. Yang finds him, but Somnus swipes the kill. And they're gonna
He still
look
has a
towards the
regen
high
rune.
ground. I don't know if they're gonna stop.
Yeah. Oh dear. Honestly, I'm kind of like stuck on what to say here for eHome. Because like their laning stage has gone so badly that they just have none of the map to work with. You know, Elephant can take Roche whenever they want, really, with this Slardar.
I'm half expecting them to call GG.
I think one more bad fight and they would consider it. Oh, he stole Split Earth. on the
Oh,
okay.
X-Nova. Roll in,
Right,
silence
Founder's
out. It's on a Eurus. Can they save him? They land the Split Earth. Do they have the damage? Doesn't really look like it. Illusory Orb, and there's the final blow. Finally, they get something.
FY just orbs away. He's like, see you later, guys.
10k lead.
XM.
And they are gonna find XM, but the roll in as well as the split earth. Dream Coil on the 2, Red Panda coming over, Corrosive Haze placed on a Chalice, they get the kill on a Fly. Starting to find their way back into it slowly but surely. Well, the net worth hasn't exactly really moved.
Oh, look at Red Panda though, chasing Fade.
Yang's gonna come over, say what's up. Slithering Crush comes out, and Eurus from a distance uses that multi-shot to get the kill.
From downtown. Storm wasn't even there that whole fight, by the way. He's gone first time use as well, which I think most games wouldn't be his way of playing. Like, you'd want to go for like a Bloodstone into BKB, but because they're so far ahead, the only thing that makes this game difficult is Coil, the Puck Silence, and like the Earth Spirit Silence. So if they want to hit this timing where they can win in the next few minutes, the use makes complete sense.
They're gonna spot that vision, okay. Yeah, XM was under vision for a little bit. They're converging over bottom. They're gonna roll in, they're gonna try for this. They find Fly and they kill him pretty quickly. We got the swap on a Red Panda as well as the Yules. XM gonna line up the split Earth or not. They just need the magic missile and they'll have the damage to get the kill there too. So they got 2, and they'll find a proper initiation. It's just, it's supports. It's not, you know, cores.
Yeah, I get. I don't know what you're saying. It's still very difficult for them.
I'm not speaking in tongues or anything.
Second tier of neutral items being spawned right now. Grove Bow for the Arc Warden. Sure. FY instantly takes the Philosopher's Stone. He knows what's up. And they're going into Roche.
Yeah. They've got the Corrosive Haze. Don't have like a medallion or a solar crest being built though.
Yeah, they don't need it though. Aegis. Yeah. that was a way that EHOME could have got back into the game. Storm plays like he has Aegis without picking it up. That would have been good.
Just an 11k lead. Clumsiness picked up for Yang as well. It's going to be passed over to Somnus. And he actually did pass it over to him. He didn't send it back to base and then have the need for it to be retrieved.
I bet Red Panda can't wait to get his hands on that faded brooch.
Yeah, if I give it up for Philosopher.
Are you ready? He's going to be so excited to take that in a second. Come on, Prophet, drop it. Drop it.
XM? As well as X-Nova going down, but Yang, he's here, and XM, he's in a lot of trouble. They've got the stolen split earth, they've already landed it, they get the kill on XM, they've taken it to X-Nova, they'll look over at Fade, he's on the run, but there's the Slithering Crush as well as the Bash of the Deep. They've got the damage, they'll get the kill, they'll make it a double for Fly, and 3 heroes dead overall on the side of EHOME.
Oh, that's Triple C. These TPs are wild.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, Slardar didn't go Blink, he went Glimmer Cape.
Dire's
I like
middle
that.
tower is under attack.
Go for this tier 2 tower.
They still have to go high ground into Arc Warden, so even though they're doing really well, it's like, oh, this isn't fun, right? Going high ground.
I guess. I mean, it's an Arc Warden with a Maelstrom.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Swap doesn't break the Dream Coil.
I mean, this tower's doing the most damage here on the Dire side.
Spawn some Treants and TP out.
But look at where they are on EHOME. Like, this isn't how Arc Warden wants to be playing the game, right? Yes, they have to at this point, but you know, he wants to be off doing his own thing while EHOME are all fighting without him. It's just not happening like that. They're going to get 4 bounty runes on Elephant as well.
That should help.
What do you even do at this point?
That's a good item though for the Lesh. The Essence Ring.
The seeds of fortune.
They're still looking to make the jump. Chalice hiding in the trees. Doesn't have Dream Coil for another 10 seconds. Telekinesis, Chalice in trouble. They've got the Split Earth as well as the Gust, so he can't go anywhere. They get the kill on a Chalice. They look over towards the rest. Aang popping the Wrath of Nature. That'll come through eventually. And jeez, the damage it does on Axe Nova, almost killing him. They finish off Fade. Magnetize doesn't get anything. Wow.
Dire's middle
Yeah, at least the Arc Warden and the Lesh survived. I think the Lesh got really low at one point in that fight. So it could have been worse, honestly.
Dire's middle
But
tower
yeah, this kind of lead at 21 minutes into the game. It was Chalice just getting caught right at the start of the fight, though. With the Great Lift from FY. And it's like we were saying, this puck, yeah, it does threaten the Storm, but it's not like a free puck game. And with only 1 point in phase shift, it's a bit difficult. I'm surprised that he's gone another point in coil over another point in phase shift, though. I know he's like off lane instead of mid, but normally we see pucks like skip the talents and the coil levels just to get more points in phase shift.
Bottom. Dream Coil, and that's going to be stolen. Thrown back on the Fade. It's only on to just one. The Blade Mail's popped by Yang. They get the kill on SCCC though, and now they're going to start to break down the rest. Somnus swapped out, but not completely out. They're ignoring X Nova for the moment, but it's a 5-position fight over on the side, and X Nova, he ends up dying to FY. They pop the Aegis on Eurus. They look over for XM. He's going to TP out successfully.
Great TP.
Over here now.
But still a massive lead for Elephant. And they will find their +1 on Fade.
I like the fact that EHOME tried to do something there with the smoke, though. Like, at least they found the Nature's Prophet at the start. It looks okay, but then like, this Arc Warden's just hitting in the back line. This still yeets in from like so far away. It just kills him straight away.
Tier 2 bottom. Last outer tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
The
tower
question is,
fallen.
for next game, does that put EHOME wanting to go like Sven first?
Potentially. I mean, I don't know. This second phase of picks feel like they baited themselves like so hard with this. Like they picked the Arc Warden, they took a long time to think about it. Then the Storm just instantly comes out straight away. But, I mean, the biggest thing is that the laning stage went so poorly. Like, bot lane especially. The Drow just had absolute free farm. And, like, Chalice had like, no CS.
Oh god, XM. He gets taken out. Dream Coil down onto the Earth Spirit. They get the second kill on a Fade double for Eurus. He's 9-1-6.
Time to get high ground. Trees in a few seconds.
Tempest double. Just gets obliterated.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Like, the fact these 3 range cores can just stand here and hit the tower
Coil
like
on
this
to
is
3.
ridiculous.
Eurus forced to pop the BKB, and they still lose the tier 3 tower.
Has fallen.
Haven't got the racks yet, though. Oh, the lift. Oh
Yeah,
my
this
goodness.
is bad. That's Chalice. He's locked up. Electric Vortex, and the kill there on a Chalice. 43 seconds without him. FY, meanwhile, doesn't still have Dream Coil. He's picked up Boulder Smash, but he's going into an Axe.
I imagine the fake news you can make with this Boulder Smash. Like, FY gets kicked in Elephant series. Click here to find out more. I'm just... hire me, everybody. Look, these headlines, I'm just making them up for free.
5 roster changes coming soon. You'll never guess who's number 3.
25-minute runes. This Prophet's just like, I want this. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Seriously. Where'd FY steal? Magic Missile? Okay. Lightning all the way in. X Nova He's dead. Geomagnetic Grip, they've got the Silence on the Storm as well as the Dream Coil, but he's up into the air. They have the Telekinesis. They'll find themselves Chalice. They'll look for the Puck. They'll finish him off. There's 2 Warriors dead on the side of EHOME. They've got the Silence on the Earth Spirit. They'll find themselves a 3rd. They'll move towards the rest as they finish off XM. They'll call GG on EHOME. Game 1 going to Elephant, and they get the full team wipe with SCCC dying. 35-12, just 25 minutes into the game. Elephant have a 1-0 lead.
This was not a close game. That's the nicest thing I can say. This Puck Earth Spirit lane didn't end up working. Nice to see Slardar as a 5. That's a positive I can take away.
Okay.
I think FY played really well with these lifts onto the Puck to catch him out all the time. I think this Storm pick was fantastic. But they absolutely crumbled on EHOME this game. And, it happens sometimes. But we've seen EHOME before be that kind of team that sometimes when they lose a game like this, I feel like they